you referred to the Bosnian genocide as a possible solution, and this shocked many people.
No, I did. Let's just be clear on that. And even Andrew, God bless him, in his hysterical manner.
Well, he said you weren't equivocal at all about it, but
no, he did. You go up and look out those posts, and he said, "I'm not saying Stein's in favour of genocide, but okay, let me issue the breaking news: I'm not in favour of genocide." I was pointing out. Here's what I was pointing out, just so we're clear on this. The Serbs in the breakup of Yugoslavia, post-Tito Yugoslavia, were in a particular situation. If you look at the demographic makeup of Bosnia, in 1960 the Serbs had, I think, 46% of the population, and the Bosnian Muslims were something like 32%. By the year 1990, the Bosnian Muslims, and this is why demography is important, had managed to outbreed the Serbs, so they increased in number. The Serbs realized that, in fact, if you ask Bosnians democratically whether they wish to be independent, they'd say yes. So they decided instead that they were going to even up the numbers by killing as many as possible. And they killed, on some measure, over 200,000. It's outrageous. It's another one of these never-agains. The never-again story comes along every decade, and then we say never again, and it turns up regular as clockwork next time. What I was pointing out is that Europe, a generation or two down the line, will have the overall demographic situation that Bosnia will be in, and that there is no doubt in my mind that there will be forces on the European continent that will contemplate the same methods that the Serbs did. That is not something I support. There would be no reason on earth for me to support that, and Andrew I regarded, quite frankly, as a contemptible figure for even suggesting it. My book is quite plain on that. I am opposed I am opposed to the conditions that the Europeans brought about. I wrote consistently through the 1990s urging action on Bosnia. I thought it was disgraceful. You cannot be a great power and tolerate mass slaughter on your borders. The European Union told the colossus of the EU was a guy called Jacques Pos, who's the foreign minister of Luxembourg, which is a country the size of your rec room. And he told the United States, "The hour of Europe has come. Butt out Washington." So Washington butted out, and a couple of 100,000 corpses later, the EU was only too glad for Washington to butt in again. I am not in favour of genocide, but the reality is that Europeans did horrible things throughout the century, and it's foolish not to expect them to do horrible things as they face the perfect storm they've created for themselves in the decades ahead.